Hi, Stan from StansPhotos.com here. Today we're going to talk about blending two images in Photoshop and how to do that. You'll see in my palette here in Adobe Camera Raw that there's a bunch of photos here where I did some bracketing in the camera. You'll notice that in this particular photo the window is totally blown out. So we open it in Camera Raw, we make a couple of adjustments here. We just lower the saturation a little bit maybe. And let's warm it up just a little bit with the white balance, and that's good. Let's open it up in Photoshop. And you'll notice here's the image, and you see how blown out that window is. We're not going to like that too much. So we go back into Camera Raw, we find another image that we expose just for the window. We don't need to make any adjustments to it, we just open that up. Now you'll see in Photoshop that we have two separate images. We want to work on them together as one, but we can't the way they're laid out right now. So we go up to Window, we hit Arrange, and we go down to 2 up vertical. You'll see that there's two images open now. Make sure your Select tool is selected, and we drag the window image over into the room image. Now you'll see we've got two separate layers with both images. Now we go back to the window layer, we can close it out. We don't need that anymore. So now we need to adjust that window. And in order to do that, let's lower the opacity so we'll see the bottom layer come through a little bit. We go over to Select, we drag it over, we try to put it in place. You'll see that it doesn't fit quite right because we did these shots handheld without a tripod, so they were off a little bit. We go over to Transform, and let's skew it a little bit. Now here's where you can reshape the image, resize it, and get it to fit where it looks more natural here. Let's just drag the top over a little bit, and that's it. Good. Now while that is still selected, you could right click to get the other transform options here. In this case we're going to choose Scale. Let's just bring that right side in a little bit, drag it over. Good, looks pretty good. We zoom in, not bad. Okay, so we say that that's okay, and now we need to put a mask on this. We don't want to see the rest of the image, we just want the window part. So we highlight that layer, while holding Alt we click the layer mask icon, and it's blacked out, we don't see it. Now we want to paint the window in. We grab our brush, we make sure it's set on white, and we're going to paint onto that black mask. Here we just paint that window back in, and I'm doing this pretty quickly just for the purposes of this tutorial, not paying that close attention to all the details here, but you get the picture. I just want to fill all of this in just like so. And you don't have to worry if you get too sloppy. Like you'll notice I went out of bounds a little bit here. And when you want to do some correcting, you just go over to the palette and you switch the color over to black, and then you just paint in the areas that you went too far with, and it'll go back to the original. Down here on the window sill, we want that to go back to the room exposure, not the outside window exposure. And we get this right side a little bit here. And again, I'm just doing this quickly. This could be done a lot better, obviously, but I just want to show you how it's done. And we just continue to do the right side a little bit here, like so. And we got a little bit on the left here. And we just clean that up some. And there you go. Now I think that the window is a little bit too much color there. You turn it on and off, you see the before and after. You can go now and adjust the opacity. Just bring the opacity down a little bit so it looks more natural. And then if you need any further adjustment, you can go down to well, let's make sure that we go back onto the image, not the mask. And we go down to Adjustments. Let's choose Hue and Saturation. Now you click this little icon here so that we're working just on the layer below the adjustment, not the entire project. We just lower the saturation a little bit, and there you have it. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching.